Hello, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Pat.
And we're Calm Sea Cruise. And we are back at home after our Mexican Riviera cruise on Norwegian Jade. And we wanted to talk to you about our debarkation. And then before we do that, we wanted to talk about the night before we left and all those activities. First, we had to pack, which is always a bummer.
Yep. It's no fun.
Yep. And we got everything packed up, and then I put my suitcase out and literally went to go get your suitcase so I could take a picture of the suitcases.
Little mice out there. And you can hear the rumblings around
our cabin.
Yeah, they were on it. It wasn't outside for like 5 seconds.
So I have a picture of Pat's suitcase, not mine.
Yep. Too slow.
And then we did go to throughout this series, we have been calling you called it Bar Alley, which is true. It's multiple bars, and that's kind of one of our favorite places. But I always kept saying the Champagne Bar, which is one of the bars, but we really didn't sit in that area. We sat in the Mixers Martini and Cocktails bar.
Yeah, they're all connected. It's just, it's a right angle, so it depends on which side of the L you're sitting on. So we generally sat on the one that was deemed Martini as opposed to the one that was deemed Champagne, although all three of those places all served the same things, and there was no real
And the entertainment, I think, is called Magnums, where they have the piano player or the singer. So, so that was fun. We got to have some drinks there. And then we went to Alizar, the main dining room.
Yep.
And that was good. I enjoyed it. I don't think it was quite as crowded. I wrote it down. It's harder when you're back at home.
It's hard to remember.
For appetizer, I had the cheese ravioli. It's with a lobster cream sauce. I've had it before. It is good. I love ravioli, so you can't fail with that. And then I had, for my main course, I had the turkey cutlets, which are really good. Yeah, it was delicious. And then for dessert, I love chocolate, so I can never pass that up. So I had the chocolate lava cake. So all of my food was very delicious, and the service was good. We've had great service in Alizar. And do you remember what you had?
I think I had like a blue cheese soup.
Yes.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which was not very blue cheesy, but it was it was good. I think they really tend to be afraid of making things too funky.
True.
So they kind of wimpify all the things that could be, spicy food isn't that spicy, and unless you get the Indian food at the buffet, sometimes that can be really fiery.
Spicy.
But anyway, and then I had bratwurst.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it was okay. It was
bratwurst.
It was bratwurst. It was fine. It was exactly what I ordered, so that was good. And I don't know, did I have
you
dessert?
Had fruit. You had a fresh fruit plate.
There, I was being healthy. Since I only had 10 hours left on the cruise, I decided I would be healthy and have some fruit.
And then we went to the Stardust Theater, and we saw it was Damon Sumner, and we had already seen him for the family comedy, but this was adult.
This was
comedy.
the adult comedy. It wasn't that adult. I mean, I don't think he really cursed or anything. There was some content that was a little bit R, but
it was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. I've seen. If you're timid about adult comedy, this was really pretty benign as far as that goes. But he was as far as comedians go, he was pretty funny. It was only like an hour, so it was fun.
Yeah. And then we just came back to the room because we knew we had to get up bright and early the next day.
Yeah.
So you had room service that morning for breakfast, remember?
I did.
You did. You had the butler asked,
that's
right?
right. Yeah, our butler came by the night before, just to kind of chat and things, and he asked if he could do anything for us. He's great.
He was really.
And I said, yeah, hey, because we were leaving, I think like at 6 a.m. or something. Very, as sometimes on cruises you have to leave early. And I just asked him if he could bring some coffee, and he said, I'll bring you some coffee and assorted little pastry things, which he did, and I was thankful for at 6 o'clock in the morning. So that was good.
Yeah. Because generally we don't get a lot of room service. But that was...
Debarkation day can be a little squirrely to try to get food too. The places are open, the buffet's open, the main dining room is open. But sometimes you're in a hurry, and if you can have something that's just there, it just makes life easier.
Yeah. And then I think it was 7 a.m. that we met at Jasmine's restaurant, because we're in a suite.
In a suite, so you have assisted debarkation,
which is nice.
Which really it wasn't that did.
Well, remember we had to wait. It was weird the way. Well, at first we were like, why are they letting the people that are staying on the ship go first? Like, we were there and they're letting everybody go off the ship. Remember?
I don't know. It's
we know
weird
why.
how they do that.
Well, we know why, because then finally we were able to get off the ship, which was super easy getting off the ship. We were worried that it would take so long. But then, we got to where we could pick up the bags, our suitcases, and we couldn't get them.
Because, again, thankfully this is not the case now, but this was the time of the government shutdown. So the port security is weird. Just getting into a place, going through security is weird. Having your passport control could be weird, but all of it went through.
We were nervous about
quickly.
It. But it was
with all of that.
I don't think we even had to show our passport. It was just the face.
Facial recognition again, which I think is great, because you literally don't even stop walking. They just point the camera at you and you go, "Yep, keep going."
Because we were in it was a San Diego port.
Yeah, the hang up, because we were off, I think, really quite early is our bags were not available, because normally when you debark a cruise, if you have a bag assistance, is your bags will be in a zone, and you get off the ship and you go to the zone and you find your bag and then you're on your way.
We've always had that.
And we never had to wait for the bag, but this time we probably 15, 20
a long
minutes.
time, and it was just and then you just kind of waited, and then they're like, "Oh, now everybody line up." Remember?
Yeah, it was weird. It was a little bit of a cluster down there, but it's all good. Everything worked out. Our bag was there.
Yeah. And then we got an Uber.
Well, we didn't. We were going to get an Uber. But
that's right. We went
to the where the Uber, the Uber line would be.
Yeah.
And there were some, because we're so close to the airport in San Diego, there were some like shuttle vans that were there, and the guy's like, "Hey, I got room for two. You want to come? $10." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, and he was ready to go. We were the last on the bus.
Just put our bags in there and off we went. So that worked out really well. Because again, the airport's only about 10 minutes. So that cost us half what an Uber would cost, I'm sure. And it was there, and off we went. So.
Yeah, we didn't have to wait at all. Well, and then we got to worried about with the government shutdown.
You just don't know at the airport what you're going to run into, and we really ran into nothing.
Nothing.
It was pretty quick. So even though we had an really quite early flight for debarking a cruise, it was like noon. I think our flight was.
Or earlier. It was
maybe
like 11.
Even a little earlier than that, which I wouldn't normally dare do. But again, because there's so many flights that go to where we're going, and it's only an hour and 5-minute wheels up, wheels down flight, that even if there was a problem, you could just get on another one. So we were there, we're there in the airport. We got there at like 7:30, and our flight's not till 11 something. So now we're now we get to wait at the airport, which is always a joy
Yeah.
to do. And that San Diego terminal is new, so we have a credit card that we get lounge access a lot of times. Just kind of the lounge that everybody gets to go to. But then the terminal was new, so they haven't built a lounge yet. So
Yeah.
but it was a nice new terminal. So we just got to sit around the terminal for 3.5 hours and do what everybody does when they sit around the airport
Yep.
for that long, which is
Right.
look at your phone
And then that was it. We came
Yeah.
home, and and it wasn't too late, so it was easy.
No, it's really I'm so used to getting home at 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
When you return from a
I think
cruise.
it
It
was
was,
at 2 or
like
something.
2 o'clock in the afternoon when we got home. So that was nice.
Yeah, I got to see our kitty cat. And,
Yep.
Yeah, and that was it.
Yeah, that was the so to wrap a bow around this, the debarkation and leaving the cruise on Jade really was not a problem. San Diego, I think, is a super easy port for us
Yes.
to cruise out of. I imagine that we will do it again. Don't know if we have one booked out of I think we do have one other one booked that's out of San Diego that's coming up in the next year or two. Definitely the easiest port we've ever left come and gone
and
from.
just beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Just beautiful. So we just really thank you very much for
Yeah.
following us along
That-
during our Mexican Riviera
Yeah.
cruise on Norwegian Jade.
Yeah, that's it for this series. We'll have more adventures coming up. But again, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It helps us out a great deal. And hit that thumbs up if you can. Thanks for now, and we'll see you all later.
Bye. Thank you.